guys, Coach Gaglione from GaglioneStrength.com. I got Kellie Davis here today. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Very excited to finally meet. Followed her stuff for a while. First, probably saw her through Brett Contreras on the strong cover model of the Strong Contreras. She did a great job with that. But besides that, I show a lot of great content teaching women how to be strong. So can you tell people watching if they don't know you a little bit about yourself and what you got going on right now?
Well, I was a co-author of Strong Curves. I'm the owner of Fit Thrive and the co-founder of Get Glutes. Those are my two main attractions right now. I'm also a freelance writer, fitness advocate. I do everything I possibly can to stay fit because I love it, and that's me.
Very cool. So I know you just actually did deadlift contests, pulled 335?
330. With
so,
no belt.
With no belt, so completely raw, very cool. I don't know, you don't really, like I said, not like super competitive powers or anything, but you do look for strength, right? So doing some competitions, which I think is awesome. I love when I see other coaches kind of leading the front, practice what they preach. So I want to rewind a little bit. Tell us a little bit about how you actually got started lifting with barbells and actually training for kind of strength.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my son was about 2.5 years old, and it had been a good 3 or 4 years since I had been in the gym. And I was always an avid athlete growing up. You know, I loved going to the gym, but then when I got pregnant, I gained a lot of weight and I just didn't want to go to the gym. So it had been a long time and I finally forced myself to go back. And I started going to a powerlifting / bodybuilder gym. So I set a goal by the age of 30 that I wanted to be in the best shape of my life and to compete. And I reached that goal by the time I was 29 and I just kind of fell in love, and it's been many, many years since that. 8 years.
To be exact, very much counting.
Yeah, nobody's counting.
Cool. I think that's kind of a good point also, kind of setting the goal. And we always talk about having smart goals, something that's specific, measurable, attainable, have a reason for it in a time frame. So you had to set a time frame for that goal. You actually ended up achieving it a little early. And I think it's important to have a target, so I think that's really important as well. So do you have your clients kind of set goals for themselves, or do you kind of use a goal setting or with yourself? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So we look at that overarching goal, like what's the main goal, you know, the big pinnacle, where do you want to be? And then we scale it back. We see where you are now, and we do backward steps to see what milestones we can reach along the way, rather than, you know, if you're trying to lose 50 pounds and all your big goal is like, oh, I'm not even close, well, then you lose sight of the fact that, wow, you just lost 5 pounds, you know. So it's always good to have that overarching goal and then little milestones.
Yeah, so one thing we do with whether it's someone like their weight loss or powerlifting program, we definitely like to work backwards as well. You have those kind of like little markers along the way so you kind of know like how you're doing. So maybe if you're a powerlifter, maybe you're kind of far out, maybe 8 rep max, 3 rep max, 5 rep max along the way, and you kind of know, okay, well, am I hitting PRs and continuing with weight loss? Like, don't worry about losing 50 pounds. Did I lose like a pound this week or 2 pounds this week, or a couple of how many pounds I lose this month, and try and keep kind of stacking that momentum and kind of keep pushing ahead. So I think that's really great advice. So you're a mom, you're strong, you're fit. That's something that a lot of times people say that I don't have the time, or I had kids so I can't do it anymore. What kind of advice can you give to people that kind of have like that in their head?
Yeah, I think the hardest thing for women, career women, mothers, is making time for yourself and putting yourself first. It feels very selfish.
Yeah.
We tend to oscillate around everyone else's needs, and we leave our needs on the back burner.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned for myself and that I advocate to women is that if you don't take care of yourself, you can't properly take care of the people that you care about. So, you know, taking that time to nourish yourself and to put effort into your health will translate to better relationships with everyone else, because you'll feel more positive, you'll be happier, you know, you'll feel good about yourself, and everyone else will benefit from that.
I love that. And, to kind of echo that point, my business coach always says, like, when you get on a plane and it's like the plane's crashing, like they say, put your own mask on first. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really important you kind of take care of yourself first, even if you are kind of a selfless person. Me being a coach, I totally can relate to that, even though I'm not a mom, not a dad, but you know, a lot of times I'm so worried about like what everyone else is doing, and then my health has suffered in the past, and now like I've kind of got my health kind of get together, and caught it in the morning and changed my diet habits and stuff. And coach, I just hit one of our athletes hit a world record yesterday. It's amazing how that falls into place when you're doing good by yourself, and you're like going to be more confident, you're going to be more productive. Things when you feel good about yourself, that energy is going to spread to other people. So I think that's really, really awesome advice. So Have you ever like dealt with any adversity, setbacks, or injuries? And if so, how'd you kind of overcome it?
Oh yeah, we just talked.
What kind of motivates you to kind of keep pushing?
We just talked about that. Well, I have to get my meniscus repaired. I'm just such a huge athlete. I do multiple things all at once, so I'm constantly dealing with certain things. And I just learned to scale back. When I started powerlifting, like we had just talked about, I was hammering through workouts, really, really heavy volume, which my body can't take because I play softball and I sprint and I do all these other things. And I was just really beat up in and out of physical therapy. I was not my best when I would go to compete. So I think you have to look at the process holistically and not just as a set of numbers,
right.
And realize, put everything into perspective. So it's not just about hitting certain numbers. It's also about the longevity of your health. And we learned this in bodybuilding as well. I used to do bodybuilding, and what you're doing to your body today is going to affect you 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So it's really important to take a holistic approach to your training and to understand there are times when you need to scale back, when you need to take care of injuries and prioritize certain things over, the weight on the bar or your physique on stage.
Very cool. One of our biggest philosophies on coaching and programming is the least effective minimal dose. What's like the least you could do to make the best progress? She talks about hitting a big deadlift and just training twice a week, which is amazing. It's not something you hear about a lot. A lot of us aren't professional like powerlifters. We don't just sleep, eat, train, and repeat. We have lives outside of the gym. You have other activities and physical things that you want to accomplish. So everything you do in life is stress, whether it's good or bad, and you got to account for that. So I think that's really good advice. And don't think about, if you, whether it's diet training, if you don't see yourself kind of sticking with it for a year or plus, it's probably not a great, long-term solution. So don't just think about what can I do, for 6 weeks, 2-minute abs and all this, these sorts of kind of things. What can we do for 5 years, 10 years, and not sustain that progress? I think that's awesome. So
yeah, and I love that you brought up that, not all of us are professionals. A lot of people think if I'm going to get on the bodybuilding stage, I have to train like a pro bodybuilder, or I have to train like a pro powerlifter or whatever. If you're not getting paid to do that, then you're not an athlete. It's a hobby, regardless of how much you love doing it. So treat it as such.
Yeah. Don't
treat it as a career, because you don't even understand what goes into being a professional athlete. How many people are on their team to help them? It's a totally different ballgame when you're just doing it for fun.
And the other thing I think when we're talking about kind of copying like a professional athlete and things like that, especially in the age of social media, you're seeing this snapshot, this highlight reel of people, and it's very hard to actually have
you gotta go with your shirt off, buddy. You gotta go with your shirt off.
So just kind of wrap things up. If someone was on the fence and kind of starting out lifting, just kind of trying to start training, what would you tell them?
Go for it, baby steps. I think one of the biggest intimidation factors for women is actually going to the gym, because it's a very male dominated. It's very male dominated. So you walk into the gym, and there's tons of men working out. You don't know how to use the equipment. So hire a coach. Have somebody advocate for you. Have somebody teach you what to do. You can start at home with a set of dumbbells, a set of bands, and just learn the ropes and get comfortable and build your confidence, and sort of go from there. That's what I did. So I didn't start off deadlifting 330 pounds.
Sure.
It took me 8 years to get there. So
I love that.
Start small.
I love that you kind of mentioned that, because it's one thing I tell people. I've been coaching people for over a decade. I've been competing for over a decade. My first meet, squat 375. My last meet, I squatted 900. Best squat without equipment is 700. So we're going from a 375 squat raw to a 700-pound squat raw. 10-year process, not 10-week process. I love that you said it took me 8 years to kind of get to a 330 deadlift. A lot of people kind of compare themselves to the best in the world, and they kind of so just kind of focus on progress, not perfection. Worry about your own personal growth. That's great advice. So
we all start somewhere.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Kelly, for coming on.
Absolutely.
Can you tell people? Can you tell people where they can find more about you and where they can follow you?
My Instagram is Kellie Davis Fit, and my website is fitdrive.com. Those are the two main places that I hang out. So check me out there.
And mostly do online coaching and things like that, or?
Yeah, right now. So I do have a gym in my house. I do more of boutique services. If somebody wants to come in and work on form, I'll help them with that. But I don't have a regular clientele right now.
Very cool. So definitely check her out. Please give her a follow. Check out the links below. If this video helped you, please share it. Please give her a follow. And thank you so much for coming on. It's very nice to meet you. And Strong Curve is a great resource as well if you want to check that out. You can get it on Amazon, right?
Yep.
So Amazon can get it, and really great resource I recommend to women starting out. So thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Bye guys. Thanks for watching.